There once was a man who was desperate to walk. So some friends of his took him to hear Jesus talk. He dreamt of the day he could get off his mat. But who'd have the power for something like that? Where Jesus was speaking was packed to the brim. And as hard as they tried, they could find no way in. They'd never reach Jesus. The crowd was too big. So they climbed to the roof and they started to dig. Chunks of the ceiling were showering the crowd as they lowered him down all the way to the ground. Could this be the moment? Could it be real? Could it be this man Jesus had power to heal? The friends looked below at the mat at his feet, and seeing their faith, Jesus started to speak. "Son," Jesus said, "your sins are forgiven." But that wasn't quite what his friends had envisioned. A healing was what they were really expecting, and people around them had started objecting. Only God can forgive, they thought in disgust. Is he saying he's God? That's offensive to us. Why, Jesus sighed, do you see things this way? Which do you think it is easier to say? Your sins are forgiven, they're counted no more. Or say get up and go, take your mat home and walk. But that was exactly the next thing he did. And if he could do that, he's got power to forgive. He said, get up and go. Take your mat home and walk. And slowly the man then stood up from the floor. This man on the mat, who had been there for years, was standing and stretching with eyes full of tears. So surprised by this power that Jesus had shown, he set off and sprinted and skipped his way home. And although such a power is good news indeed, Jesus has seen what's our real deepest need. For he knows all our wrongs, but says he can forgive. And with power like that, we find freedom to live.